And now,
Corey Taylor is so happy.
It all makes sense. You guys have a theme today. I mean, it all plays right into
one
it.
show and then Spinal
So
Tap.
Yeah,
we want
exactly.
you to dance and talk about agriculture.
I especially like the qualifier.
Go.
What? Who or what will be on the show?
What?
Thank you very much for that.
Batteries, hedgehogs, and Slipknot.
You're a definite who, as many people know you from Slipknot. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
on the
It's
show.
my second time, so.
And it's always
I
when
found this place on my own today. I was very proud of myself.
we're proud of you as well.
I didn't even have to use Google Maps.
You always come to us when you have a book.
I do.
And there's another book.
Yeah.
The quote is searingly hilarious trawl through the endless backwaters of human stupidity.
Yeah, I paid someone to write that for me. There's no way I was coming up with it.
But you were on social media, had some great attention because you were just spouting off on some of the things you don't like about the biz right now.
Well, which is probably quite a lot. But I mean, yeah, this is kind of my rant book. For people who don't know, it's called You're Making Me Hate You. And there's a very long subtitle that I won't bore you with. It has the word cantankerous in it, though. I'm very happy about that.
Oh, always good to have a cantankerous.
And it's just me kind of, it's observational humor, angry humor. And it's kind of my homage to Carlin, basically. He was like my favorite comedian when I was growing up. So I just basically wrote it and just kind of started, taking stuff to task and having fun with it. I haven't gotten sued yet, so that's good.
Hey, that's good.
I know it's months in litigation.
Which I'm kind of interested in because when the social media video I saw, you were going off on Kanye and all these guys, and I'm surprised they haven't.
You know what? And the funny thing is, we heard from some of his people, and they were like, "Good comment."
We agree with you.
That was all they said. And the funny thing was, like, it was supposed to be a joke. And I caught so much heat from his fans and everything that I was like, well, now it's not a joke. Now I mean it.
Now
So what's interesting, there's a band called God Forbid out there. The lead singer is Byron Davis. He's one of my oldest friends. I've been friends with him since I was 8 years old.
I just saw him the other day,
He says, he's an awesome and honest guy. Tell him Byron says hello and thanks again for Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was it.
We can't talk on the air about
There's something.
what happens in Albuquerque stays
we can't discuss
I apologize.
on this show. But we can't talk. Well, so the last book you came out had a Halloween horror theme. This one is just getting your hate.
Yeah, this is just me just at the mouth.
Nice.
So,
there it is.
Now, the cool thing about
look
this.
at that face. Are you going to buy a book for
Is that your face?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
that looks like Waldo from the Hot for Teacher video.
That was really what I was going for.
But there's a very important thing we want you to know, folks. Besides going out and getting this book, which just sounds like a fantastic read, you're probably saying everything we're thinking anyway. Pull that graphic back up there, Eric, because my brain can't remember nothing. Please, please, please. So you wait and you get a book now through Sunday. We want you to enter this voucher number 116972224. We'll also have the information up on our Great Day Facebook page and website. If you do this at barnesandnoble.com, 10% of the money from the book is going to local Des Moines Music Coalition Education Initiatives. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's it was something we were able to put together, and I've always supported local music and just the arts in general. Supporting with the schools because it's it just feels like it's underappreciated these days. So any money that we can put towards that. If it wasn't for music in school, I wouldn't have developed a taste for it. I was in band, I was in orchestra, I was in choir. So that really kind of gave me the confidence to branch out and do my own thing.
And I think it's so important for students or people watching today to realize that you took all those courses. It wasn't just a matter of being in your garage and maybe rocking out as you still do. You took classes, you took courses to get to where
I was in chamber chorale. I wore the giant golden, when I was going to Lincoln, I wore the golden and crimson weird choir outfit that made me look like a beige angel. It was very interesting.
You should try it back out.
No, well, I had to make sure that because I had long hair at the time, so I'd puff it out and be like, I'm still totally metal, dude. We're totally gonna sing "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." So yeah, but it was encouraging. I had a great music teacher at the time who really encouraged me to pursue singing and pursue my talents, and it was really, really cool.
And all the research shows that kids who do that do better in school,
Yeah.
and yet schools are cutting these
Well, you know,
programs.
I first learned about this. Matt Sorum is the drummer for Guns N' Roses and a bunch of other, but he's an acquaintance out in L.A. and they actually are collecting instruments. He's just starting at the bass line because the schools don't even have any instruments for them to play on anymore. So that's when I first learned about this. But yeah, the president was just here a couple days ago talking about the need for all education. He actually, the quote of the day was, "The arts make life worthwhile." He said here in Des Moines a couple days ago.
Exactly.
And we know you're able to make it back home every once in a while. And we really appreciate that. What do you think of the music scene here in Central
I think it's pretty
Iowa?
healthy. Yeah, I mean, there's some really great bands, and we've been able to help out a lot of bands from here. Actually, there's a band called Green Death that's from here.
Yeah.
That we were able to put on Knotfest, which we're doing again out in San Bernardino in California. So they're coming out to play that show, and they're going to do a string of shows all the way leading up to that. So
That's cool.
It's really cool. You know, I mean, it's not just about supporting the music; it's supporting my friends as well. You know, because I mean, a lot of these guys I've known for years now, and have been able to, kind of still create a scene with those guys.
Well, good for you for doing what you love, but then giving back to your home roots.
Well, when you're a big deal like myself.
Okay, so let's talk about the big deal. Let's talk about you're only here for a short time because you're heading to where?
South America.
South America.
Yes. We are headlining the Rock in Rio festival in Brazil. Probably 100,000, 150,000 people. So
And we love that
somebody
you're-
screwed up that booking.
we love that you're incredibly continuing to do so well, but why not? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you performing here?
We're actually working on something for next year. We're putting together, because next year will probably be around the time that we start to kind of put the tail end to the tour cycle. By that time, it'll be like over a year and a half that we've been on the road. But we're looking to do something here, like right around that time. Just make something big, have fun with it. I say that knowing that somewhere God's laughing at me for announcing my plans out loud, but we're working on it.
We get tastes of things happening here. There was supposed to be an art exhibit over at the Des Moines Social Club that got pulled last minute, things like that. So it's like we get tastes, we get excited, and then it goes away.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to scheduling sometimes. Like it's like we try to plan for something, and then we find out later that we're booked somewhere else. So way to go, Brennan. My manager.
Not calling out any names,
Thanks
but
for, you can CC me on any email. All right,
It's really
Tired of
easy to
this.
do.
I'm talking to him like he's here. He doesn't even live in this town. It's like
we'll
I
make sure he
apologize to
gets
everyone
this,
for
but we
looking
just
at
want to
that.
make sure a date does come here
We are
locally
working
because
on that, I
people
promise.
want to see you guys.
Yeah.
I read once, and I'm sure this happens more than not, we were playing out in California for a festival, and you were burning camel poo.
Well,
the
we were
entire
going
time.
to until we
Why?
got protested
Why?
by PETA.
Why-
You'd have to ask
why-
Clown that.
Even the
Sean's
poo?
been here.
I know
Yeah.
Sean's been
And,
here,
yeah,
but
Sean's been here.
why are you burning camel poo during a
Well, why wouldn't you?
performance? Well, why
Nobody's
can't
using it.
Why?
PETA was mad about that?
Yeah.
Wow, you think once it's through,
You see
they
the
don't have
things we
anything to
have to
do
deal
with
with?
it, you know?
It's not like they're using it.
It's
You
out
know,
and
It's not like the
gone, right.
camels are saving it. It's like, hey. You're breaking into our global supply by trying to burn camel poo in a burn bin.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to get all of our senses, but I'm not. Okay, I just didn't know if there was.
I don't think you
just
really
didn't know
appreciate
if there was an
what
answer
we're trying to go through here.
to that question.
How dare
One-
you question the fact that we want to burn camel poo?
He can do whatever he wants.
Feel
I
like
know,
you're being-
and they do
feel like
do
you're
whatever
being
you want,
indignant right
and
now.
You're not the
that's
boss of
why
Corey.
that's why you're playing to crowds of 100,000 people. I was just curious why camel poo, and if we were going to go down that road, why camel poo?
Honestly, because llama poo sounded funny.
Right.
Well, you're right. It is funny. Is this topic covered at all in the book, Corey? Do we
And
talk about
No, I'm saving that for the sequel. You're making me hate you too.
electric
Again.
boogaloo?
Yes. Once again, I hate you all. That's a trilogy.
I still do. Still hating you all.
If people want to follow you, know the crazy things you're up to, how can they do that?
I'm on Twitter, at Corey Taylor Rock. That feeds to my Facebook, which I've never really seen. Other than that, just watch YouTube. It seems like somebody's always filming me.
Right,
so
and
it's very
check out
strange.
this brand new book, You're Making Me Hate You. The title alone says it all, and it's absolutely fantastic. But we want you to get it this week, folks, because you can enter a voucher if you get it at barnesandnoble.com, 116972224. 10% of all proceeds are going to the Des Moines Music Coalition Education Initiatives, which is just absolutely amazing. Corey, so great to see
Yeah,
you.
So
thanks
good
for
to see
being
you
here,
guys,
man.
man.
Appreciate
You're
Absolutely.
always a blast.
Fake Lou, always a pleasure.
Templu.
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 That's true.
It's always
Templu.
amazing seeing you. Make sure you tell your manager you got to come
Yeah,
back
I'm
here.
on that.
Okay.
I'm texting him in my mind as we speak.
Okay.
I have that implant now. So.
Get it done. All right. I don't know what else we could do for the rest of the show. We've
Head
done it
times,
all.
Dan.
We could all go back and dance. I was
well-
watching you guys like move. So
Yeah.
How bad was I? Was it that
It
bad?
was. We'll talk.
All right.
It's language I can't use.
I don't really want to see it.
I'm sure there's something else we can talk about as we close.